Road to a Div 1 title. What is going on, guys, and welcome back. This is the video that we are going to build our dream team to send us into a Division 1 title. Now, I took all of you guys' suggestions. Thank you so much for all of the team builds that you guys sent me. I put them all together and I'm going to make this team. So first off, Trevor Linden, gotta have him for that team wheel, and then we're going to go ahead and buy a Pavel Bure for that speedster synergy, plus Pavel Bure is one of the best cards in the entire game. Now we got two ex-Vancouver Canucks. Let's add another one with 90 overall All-Star game Ryan Kesler. He's got the wicked face-off, so he is going to be a must. We also picked up the 90 overall Pavel Datsyuk for the squad. Now, I have 412k left, and you're going to see the rest of the squad here, but I buy a Justin Falk for 400k. Now, if I would have waited 24 hours, he dropped to around 200,000 with the All-Star packs that were out. So that kind of sucks. I could have had two of them for the price of one, but unfortunately, I was impatient. But here is the team that I came up with. We got Bure, we got Linden, we got Malkin, we got Datsyuk, Kesler, Crosby, we got the Hall family, we got Bobby Hall and Brett Hall in the middle with Patrice Bergeron. Then we got Heatley, Cook, and Dougie Gilmore, 92 overall there on the fourth line. Now on the back end, we got Brent Burns and the 400k man Justin Falk. I think I'm going to really like that pairing though. We got McInnes and Erik Karlsson, pretty nasty, 94 and a 95, Morgan Riley and big bad Zdeno Chara. Now in the cage, we have Olaf Kolzig, who is 94 overall, has some decent synergies, but Mike Smith got the long range bomber 4. That really helps out, so he's going to be the backup on this team. We have 11 synergies active. Now, a lot of you guys sent in a bunch of really good teams. Some of them didn't have enough synergies, but some of them had just the right amount, so I kind of took all of your guys' suggestions on Twitter and in the comments and on the Hut Builder website, and we built this team together. Now, it's not final. I am going to make a few tweaks probably. I'm going to play a few games in this episode. Hopefully going to kickstart our way here into a Div 1 title. We got a fresh slate here in Div 2. Let's get it underway. Game number 1 here, Rogers Arena in my hometown of Vancouver, British Columbia, up against a fellow Canucks fan. We both got the 90s Vancouver Canucks jerseys on, looking real good. Crosby with a weird defensive play. Datsyuk picks it up, tries to find Kesler, but unfortunately the defenseman just gets the stick in the lane. Morgan Riley's tired at the end of his shift, and he's going to come down and make me pay on one of his first shots. That's not how you want to start this off. Dylan Strome makes it 1-0. Looking to make it 2-0, but only the goalie stands tall.
By him again. Bure hustles after it. He's got a breakaway over the blue line. Cuts to the net. What a play! Bure scores! When the Russian rocket is back.
Pavel Bure using his speed, getting a nice goal, and that's about the only good thing that happened to me in this game. He's going to make it 3-1 right there with a Kessel bomb. I don't know what happened. We played good for like 10 minutes, and then everything just went to hell. This guy lit me up like a Christmas tree. Look at that pass. I'm not even mad about that, but I don't know what happened here. This guy just turned it on, and I just could not compete. This guy must have been a top Div 1 player, or maybe I'm just awful, but really, this guy absolutely destroyed me. 6-1, make it 7-1. We're going to come along here with Crosby. He's going to come through. He's going to beat Ben Bishop, glove side there up top. But aside from that, aside from the Crosby and the Bure goal, nothing went my way at all. 0-1. That is the exact opposite of how I wanted to start. You're not going to win a game with only 13 shots. So my new mentality for this series is if I get into the offensive zone and I don't get a shot, that was a failure of a shift. I got to start getting more pucks at the net. I got to start getting more pucks at the net. You're not going to win a hockey game with only 13 shots. There's no excuses. I just played terrible. We're going to make 2 line changes for game number 2. We're going to switch over the halls. We're going to put Brett on the left and Bobby on the right. I'm also going to be starting Mike Smith in this game. I didn't know if Kolzig just had a bad game or if he sucks, so I'm just going to go ahead and try our backup here. 88 overall Mike Smith up against a San Jose Sharks fan and Pavel Bure. What a rocket. Starts this game off with an absolute bomb. 1-0.
For Bozak doesn't work. Marner gets it back. Now feeds in front. Here's Riley, scores! Morgan Riley, first of the year.
Morgan Riley gets in on the fun with a nice slap shot goal of his own from the point. I'm sorry, Mike Smith. I left a guy alone in front. That was not your fault. He makes it a 2-1 game. Hall misses on the one-timer, goes over to Carlson. Carlson back to McInnes, but he intercepts it, but we are saved by the bell. Oh man, that would have sucked if he would have got that breakaway with McDavid, but unfortunately for him, the buzzer ended up going. Now that was a weak goal, Mike Smith. I didn't blame you on the last one, but I think you got to be responsible for that one. And again, we just fell apart. I don't know what happened. He initially waves this one off, but the Zebra goes upstairs, talks to Toronto, and the man in stripes points to center ice. We got a good goal. So I seem to have a good first period, then anything after that, I just suck. I don't know what it is, but nothing goes my way. I play terrible, or the bounces just don't go my way. Like you saw that one, and the goal before that. We end up going 0-2 in the first 2 games. So I got to make a line change. I got to do something. I'm going to play one more game, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys in the comments, but hopefully we can get our first victory, because this is getting stale pretty fast, and you can see there we only had 15 shots. So 2 more than our last game. That's an improvement, but it's still nowhere close to being good. So maybe it was just the first 2 games, you know, playing with a brand new team. I didn't know how half these players actually played on the ice, so I'm going to put those 2 losses towards me just, you know, trying to figure out how everyone was playing. But off the bat, a few players that I don't like are the Halls. I may have to get rid of Bobby or Brett, or maybe even both. So you guys can leave in the comments who I should get for my third line wingers in the next video, but still keep the synergies in mind. Everybody else I really like. Justin Falk is a beast. He's so good. Ryan Kessler wins a ton of draws, so I really like having him there. Bergeron as well. Let's get our first victory here. I'm tired of the losing streak. Let's snap it right now. Game number 3, third time is the charm. We got a couple of legends facing off here at the face-off dot. We got Joe Sakic and Trevor Linden. We start the game off here with a ton of pressure. Now I said I wanted to get as many pucks as I possibly can at the goaltender. Obviously, more pucks you shoot, the better odds you have of scoring a goal. Pretty easy mathematics there. So eventually, all this effort is going to lead to a goal. Again, I'm trying every shot from every which way possible. Chara gets the shot, and eventually a good thing happens. Patrice Bergeron gets a stick on it. Now the Zebra initially says no. You can see here, it's kind of hard to tell, but the goalie was not impeded on making the save. The stick was below the crossbar, and the ref points to center ice. We got a good goal. Finally, things are starting to go my way. Bounces are going my way. We're playing the physical game here. Trevor Linden does it all himself, goes backhand shelf, strips the puck off the defenseman. That one was too easy.
And O'Reilly steals it away. Get to the bite from Landeskog. He cuts in. He shoots. The captain gave Landeskog. Big goal.
Landeskog gets one. Let's try this time to let this guy not crawl back. Linden over to Gilmore. Now remember that, Linden to Gilmore. But Gilmore going behind the net here, laying the body, gonna eventually get the loose puck, goes behind the net again, strips the puck, and he's gonna find Trevor Linden. Linden tried to feed him earlier, but he says, buddy, don't worry about this. I got you this time. Linden eventually finishes that one off for his second goal of the game. So I have the lead. I'm feeling a little bit cocky, pulls off a move like that. Patrice Bergeron, windmill over the defenseman, comes through with a clapper, bar south. What a goal there. He's going to claw back. Jack Eichel makes it 4-3, but we're going to make sure we put this game to rest. Power play, and we're going to waste no time on getting a power play goal. Brent Burns takes the face-off win and just goes shelf once again on the goaltender. We have a 5-3 game, and finally we get our first victory in Div 2. So I know I can play. I know I'm good enough to win games in Div 2. It's just getting over the nerves, kind of, you know, not getting down on myself when I'm down 3-1 or when I'm down 2-0. Now I know I'm not the best player. I know I don't have the most skill in the world, but I know I have enough skill to win games. You saw it there. I think it's more of a mental game at this point. Now the first player on the chopping block, unfortunately, is going to be Bobby Hall. I am going to miss that team wheel, but I am going to pick up another player with team wheel, and that is going to be 86 overall team of the week, Michael Grabner. Now he is fast as hell, so I think he's going to definitely help out the team. And I really didn't like Hall for some reason. I like Brett more than I like Bobby, but it's all going to be up to you guys what the lines look like in the next video. Now, here are my strategies. I don't know a whole lot about what strategies are good, what strategies are bad, what to use, what not to use. So here's my basic strategies that I have now. Let me know if I should tweak anything. I found a guideline on Reddit that I used for those specific ones. So let me know if any of those are wrong or I should change any of them. Here is the team right now. If you want me to change any lines or anything, let me know and I'll try it out for the next video. I will credit you with your comment on the screen as I usually do. But there it is, guys. There is the team. We are 1-2 on our quest to a Division 1 title. I think we're going to play a lot better in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.